Alright, in this video demonstration we're going to create a new firewall policy, then we're going to actually export that, mail it to ourselves, and import it into a group policy object. So that'd be kind of a cool thing to do. So on server B we are going to use WFAS, so let's open up our Windows Firewall with Advanced Security to prevent IE from making connections to external servers. So we're going to go to our outbound rules and make a new rule. This is going to be program specific for Internet Explorer, and we're going to specify the x86 Internet Explorer. So just to clarify here, we want to go, let's go to our C drive. Just make sure you don't get this mixed up. We want to go to the x86 directory and then Internet Explorer and then iExplorer. Say next, and we want to block this connection, and we'll just do domain because that's what we're on. Say next, and we'll say kill IE and finish that up. So now we have a new block policy that will kill Internet Explorer. Now let's go ahead and export this policy out. So we're going to right click up here where it says Windows Firewall with Advanced Security and select Export Policy. Notice how it has this WFW extension, and let's go to the desktop and let's just save it to this. Let's call this the block IE. Even though it's exporting all the policies, just this one specific that we want to get. So we're going to say save, and the policy was successfully exported. So we can, in fact, I'm going to go in here and just delete this one because we don't need it anymore. And we see that we have this block IE.wfw. Now I want to open up my mail client, and I don't think I need to show you all how to do this. I'll go to live.com, and from here you'll want to log into your student email account and create a new email and attach that file that we made on our desktop to that. Alright, so let's just go ahead and say that I did that, and now we're going to jump over to server C, and on server C I'm going to open up Internet Explorer again, and I'm going to open back up my live.com so I can go retrieve that email. And again, you didn't necessarily have to send it to yourself. You could have just saved it as a draft. Again, you're going to want to log in with your student ID here to retrieve that file that you attached. Alright, I'm going to go retrieve that and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have downloaded and retrieved that, and again I'm on server C. I've got it on my desktop here as well. And the next thing we want to do is create a new OU called NoIE. So let me open up Administrative Tools and go into my Active Directory Users and Computers, ADUC. And then on ADUC, Active Directory Users and Computers, I'm going to go to hugoland.local, which is my domain, right click and say New Organizational Unit, and we're going to call this NoIE. Alright, now we're going to create a new GPO, so let's go to our Group Policy Management console. And we are going under the Group Policy Management console. We want to find our organizational unit that we made before, actually called, what do you call that? NoIE. Refresh this. Here's NoIE. Okay, let's make a new group policy object and link it to this NoIE OU. So let's right click on the NoIE OU and say create a GPO in this domain and link it here. So we're going to make a new GPO called WFAS No IE. All right, and then we're going to right click on our group policy object and edit that. And what we want to do is we want to import that WFAS policy that we made earlier over on server B. So we're going to go to our computer configuration, policies, Windows settings, and under Windows settings we want to go to security settings. I forgot to hit the plus. It works much nicer when you hit the plus symbols to expand everything out, especially on these virtual machines. Alright, so we're going to go to security settings and then Windows Firewall with Advanced Security, and then Windows Firewall with Advanced Security. And this is where we can actually right click right here on this and say import policy. So we're going to right click on that, left click import policy, say yes, we want to import a policy now. It's going to ask us where we want to import it from. We're going to select desktop, and there's our block IE WFW, and say open. So it's going to import that policy. It says that policy was successfully imported, and I can go to my outbound rules and see that there is my kill IE that I made before over on server B. So the policy import was successful, and that's what we need to do for this portion of the lab.